New Zealand, the silent paradise. We would all love to go to this country down under. This video is aimed at our students trying to find a place to stay while they complete their education. As a student, your goal may differ from that of a traveler. We will tell you everything you need to know about accommodation right here in New Zealand, like the different types of accommodation available to you, the pros and cons of each type, and the all-important approximate cost. When you think of places to stay, you have to consider money. But there are more things to think about as well. If you keep up with me and take notes when you want to, I think you can figure out at least one type of accommodation that you find suitable for your purpose. The first type of accommodation is on campus. This is the most convenient option and the most expensive as well. Also called halls of residence, it remains popular among most international students. The cost, though relatively expensive, depends on each university. Typically, the cost can range from 150 New Zealand dollars to 700 per week. Take this with a grain of salt because it depends on a mix of factors. Now, there are advantages and disadvantages to this option. Placement near your chosen campus, fully furnished rooms, convenient placement near everything you need on a daily basis, and access to your university community and its security measures are some of the advantages you gain by choosing to stay on campus. Though some of the disadvantages are variable cost factors and issues of availability, which can definitely be annoying from time to time. The second option is the homestay. The Kiwis are a helpful bunch, and nothing speaks of this louder than the homestay option for international students. This is where a gracious New Zealand family opens their home to international students. While this is an amazing option if you want to live like a Kiwi, there are some drawbacks attached as well. Your experience may depend on the host family. Access to various activities can differ based on the location of your homestay option. Availability of this option can depend on the time duration of your degree. Although, if you do manage to get a truly fantastic host, there are a lot of benefits attached as well. This option is comparatively lower in costs ranging from 200 to 370 New Zealand dollars. The feeling of staying at an actual house rather than a temporary location can be priceless. You're connected with additional services like laundry facilities, cleaning facilities, meals, and other utilities. All of which are great if you're the outgoing type of person. Although, if you're a little more private, then might we suggest private accommodation? How do you opt for this type of accommodation, you ask? Well, simple. You've got to choose a property you'd like to rent out. Privacy does come at varying costs. Given that the price depends on the location, the facilities available, and tax factors, we can't necessarily pin down an exact cost. However, it would mostly range from 150 to 350 New Zealand dollars. There are many pluses for private accommodation like a fully furnished room, the solo living experiences, and most importantly, privacy. While the negatives genuinely depend on the location that you have chosen, there is only one negative that is common to all: the lack of security. Considering your area, you are bound to have less protection than all the other options mentioned above. Finally, we can include independent accommodation as another option for you. There's a difference between independent accommodation and private accommodation. The difference is that independent is where you rent a place and share the rent and living experience with your friends or flatmates. Typically, the cost is around 100 to 200 New Zealand dollars. Here, because the cost is often shared among all the flatmates living with you, the per person price is lower. The benefits include sharing of the rent costs, sharing of food and other costs, the ability to share the chores with your flatmates, and the option to spend quality time with your friends who will eventually become your partners in life. Yes, it's not all rainbows and flowers. There are specific difficulties as well. The need to adapt to the behaviors of your flatmates, the lack of privacy, the lack of other facilities such as laundry services and cleaning facilities depending on the location. And yes, from time to time, each of you may get on each other's nerves. But hey, that's what it means to have friends. Now, you have a good idea about what types of accommodation are available and how each can affect you. We hope you choose the best method that suits you. Don't forget to comment below and tell us about the places you stayed at. Subscribe to our channel and leave a like for more information. All the links are attached below. You can have a look for yourself. Want to know more details? Don't hesitate to contact IELTS Overseas Education. Let our experts process your student visa application. Don't worry, we'll do all the work for you. All you've got to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the Kiwi way of life.